This is a 6309 7049. It is from June 1983. It is a watch that I saved from total destruction, or the potential of total destruction, and I was so amazed that it came back that from the situation it was in, that I named it Survivor. This is Survivor. This watch, the original owner had it, and at some point it had sat in a drawer for years, and he pulled it out of a drawer, and he went into the ocean with it, and it flooded, and it had salt water in it for about 8 months. 8 months. And when he sent it to me, I was assuming that it was just going to be garbage. Inside it was going to be total junk. When he sent it to me and I opened it up, I was amazed to find out that I cracked the back open and there was still liquid water inside. Liquid water. I can't believe it. But the movement actually looked pretty decent. But I wasn't real sure about what I was going to get out of it. But the owner didn't want to deal with it at all, and so it ended up here. So as a challenge and as a labor of love, I decided to go nuts on this watch. And I ripped this watch completely apart, and I found out that I was able to save about 85% of the movement. This watch is mostly original. This is Survivor. There must have been no oxygen inside the case. The vast majority of the movement was original, which is amazing. The things that I see, when it showed up before I opened it, these markers, this lume, which was original, were white. They were all as white as the hands. But then when oxygen hit them, in the space of about a day, they turned to this sort of tannish brownie color. Same with this sweep hand. The hands are as you see them. I still couldn't believe it though, but I pulled it completely apart, and I found that for the most part, it was intact. Let's open this up here. So that's mostly the original movement. I had to change the balance, the pallet fork, and the wheels, and the winding bridge, I believe. I jeweled the lower mainspring arbor port, and I replaced the upper bushing. But that is, and I rebuilt the case with all new seals, so it's got all new seals, but the rest of it is as you see it. It's from 1983. It's an unusual serial number. It is serial number, it's the 45th example made in June 1983. But I just want to reiterate, when I opened this watch up, it had liquid water inside. And yet the watch survived. This is Survivor. But the thing with Survivor is that I don't actually wear it very much, and I don't like to hoard watches. So I was looking at it, and I was like, this watch really deserves to be worn by somebody. I'm not wearing it. So I was thinking that I would spin it on. So if you're looking for a Seiko 6309 diver with a story, this one is for you. Survivor. It is available. Fully serviced. It was just serviced. I did the service in March. I did this in March. So it's ready to go. New crystal, fully rebuilt with all new seals, fully rebuilt movement. Every bad part that was in the movement was replaced, but there weren't that many bad parts. And it runs like a dream. There you go. So if you're interested in a 6309 with a story, it's the watch for you. Drop me a line.